handsome. I like this.
I say when it come to life, it get really hard for me.
What's up, y'all? It's Camera Action. We back again with another video. Aiden Ross just proved why Casanat cut him off. Let's see. You know this old Mizzy. Shout out old Mizzy, bro. Real talk. Keeping us updated.
Since the comparison's been started, let's be real, Aiden. Your community don't f with me. And that's the truth, King. That's the truth. I've been there on your birthday when people could have showed up and didn't. Me and you feel what I'm saying? And I've done a lot too, bro. And I every interview I walk in, I make sure I say, yo, Aiden definitely did his thing, and he wilded out, and he's such a good creator and shit. But like,
over the past couple of months, the timeline has been hinting at a secret beef that is splitting the streaming community in half. And I know a lot of you are saying, Omar, I'm employed. I don't know what's going on. But when's the last time that you've seen Aiden Ross on a Casanat stream or Casanat on an Aiden Ross stream? There's been conversations about a beef brewing up in the streaming world, probably dating back to sometime last year or maybe even the year before. And it was subtle, but last night was the climax of the conversation where two streamers got online and finally hashed it out in front of the world to see. And we've got a lot of questions answered. More questions rose up, and really a validation of people's beliefs on the internet about these two big streamers, arguably the two biggest streamers when it comes to, you know, both different sides of the community, Twitch and Kick. This all started with the growing sentiments from the Twitter communities of both Aiden and Kai that Casanat was ignoring Aiden. Now, put a pin in who I said started this conversation, but there will be plenty of times in Casanat's chat where people would mention Aiden Ross or a clip of Aiden Ross would come up, and it seemed like Casanat would not say anything about Aiden Ross or even mention his name. But so as the Twitch reactors got a hold of that, obviously they would say something, and naturally this is when everything bubbled over. As Aiden Ross responds to XQC's ideas and theories about why Kai is ignoring Aiden.
So Aiden, I don't know how you deal with that. I'm not gonna lie. I wouldn't be able to deal with that. I hate that.
Yeah, I mean, dude, guys, there's a clip of literally Kai doesn't even say anything. He scrolled right past it. We had a conversation about that off stream. I mean, like,
see,
look,
here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. When people not showing you love the same way you showing them love, why even be mad about it? You know, why even be mad? Just keep it pushing. See, somebody like me, I'm not about to sit here and wait around for somebody to say something or feel some type of way about me not speaking to them. You know what I mean? But
yeah, obviously, like, it doesn't look good, right? I mean, it really doesn't, but whatever. Like, whatever. I mean, it doesn't. It's not that serious to me. I really don't care if people do or don't want to put me online or whatever. It is what it is. At this point, I just don't give a fuck anymore, bro. That's why I'm trying to tell y'all. No, it's not about being folded. I'm genuinely telling you guys, I genuinely don't care. Like, I really don't even give a fuck. If people want to me online, they can. If they want to me offline, whatever, cool. But it's like, yeah, I'm not gonna fake it anymore, bro. I'm not gonna fake being buddy with people that don't want to be cool with me, and it's just that simple. It has nothing to do with anything except the simple fact that I have self-respect for myself. And like, I know that like during dark times, I've been there for people, and if they don't want to be there for me during my dark or even good times, then that's it.
There's a couple of things that I personally took away from that. First and foremost, they are speaking, they're just not speaking online, which the online parasocial relationship that both of them have cultivated with their audience says that if you guys aren't talking online, it means that you guys aren't friends in real life or having conversations behind closed doors. Now, I'm glad that Aiden dispelled that narrative, because some of the things that were being said are just absolutely toxic. And that was one of the other things that I noted. Man, the chat absolutely hates Casanat. If you look at all these chats in these conversations, you will see that.
I seen some shit the other day about this shit. So many racist comments on Aiden Ross stuff, man. I ain't even want to put the effort in to even see what it was about. I just kept scrolling. Yeah.
They are spamming some of the most vile things in the world about each other. Like, they're saying insane things. Again, put a pin in that. Now, because this notion now exists out there, Casanat definitely had to address it online. There's no more ignoring it. It's getting to a point where it's just toxic is the small version of what it really is. So Kai has to address it. And he does so in a way that should dispel all the narratives, but honestly opens up more questions.
First of all, I want to go ahead and say, nigga, I got nothing but respect for Aiden. I ain't never have a problem with Aiden. Aiden is my brother. All because niggas don't see niggas streaming and etc. don't mean I don't fuck with the nigga. Now,
quick and easy cleanup, but then why the division online?
It's true though.
What is making you go away from these people? It has to be something that made you guys at one point hang out on stream and not hang out on stream. And it's something that people have been hinting to and alluding to for a long time, is that it's not the creators themselves. They don't have beef. They don't have issue. Hell, we would have known by now, seeing as how Kai has addressed Bruce drop him off in previous situations. It is the Twitter communities and other ancillary things that are making these two be divided.
The reason why a lot of weird tension even began within our community, the elephant in the room, Twitter comms, my nigga. The shit is fucking outrageous. When you got mods in Twitter comms dissing niggas. I've been preaching this. And I'm not even gonna blame it on the streamers because it's like, you feel me? It starts off good. But bro, I knew something was wrong with the Twitter comms when niggas started getting validation from the comm to do certain shit. And it's kind of sad, bro. Now, a lot of streamers will look at their Twitter comm before they look at their fucking chat, gang. And that shit is sad, bro. And I've never been the type of nigga to do anything my Twitter comm. Ask these niggas. I could care less about my Twitter comm. I shout out to them because they support me on the daily. But bro, I deleted my Twitter comm before, and I will do that shit once I see that shit.
That's the thing too. You can't let it consume you reading all them comments and this and that. You know what I mean? It is what it is. People talking on the internet, bro. Come on now, you really get mad over the internet, bro? But I guess it affect everybody else different ways.
It's the community. And it's something that I've talked about often on this conversation. It's the community that you cultivate and the not willingness to have conversations and communication. Look at how the chats fly on these people's live streams and the things that they say. They're racist. They're disgusting. They're bigoted. They're misogynistic. They're everything under the sun. Look at the comment sections. They replicate just that and mimic that. And on Twitter, that's the pinnacle of both of those things. We already know that Twitter has a problem with negativity, hate speech, lies, misinformation, etc. etc. Shouts out to friend of the show Cameron, who just made a video about how Twitter communities lies. We've also done that on this channel before too, but the way that the negativity is spread on Twitter has been something that we've been talking about needs to be addressed by the powers that be, but they ultimately won't. So I'm glad that Kai Cenat has taken ownership of that and deleted his Twitter comms, which is a way of taking accountability for those that believe that, hey, these people can't be controlled. No, you can delete these communities, but this is a thing that weighs heavy on people's thoughts, feelings, ideologies about each other. And one thing that pisses me off is the fact that nobody is willing or wanting to take ownership of their comms, their community, and the people that they foster in these comms and communities.
Unfortunately, like, Kai's community could be heavily moderated more than others, but I still see hate threads in Kai shit as well. Like, at the end of the day, but guys, a Twitter community should not represent a streamer. When I had the active 100,000 member community, I couldn't control it. You guys can control it. Look what happened when I deleted it. You guys made like 30 other ones with like 30K members in like a day. You understand? So like, you cannot control one bad apple in the basket. And that's just the truth. You just can't do it, bro.
I do not believe that the internet is just the internet. We talked about this in my most recent video when it came to Neon. The internet is just not the internet. It is something that you foster. It is something that you've created. It is something that you have okayed. Your community is a reflection of you. Those people wouldn't feel like this stuff is okay if you didn't, I don't know, laugh and smirk and giggle about it. Now, I agree with Aiden.
See, look, he do got a point on that too, you know what I mean? If they making certain type of jokes and I'm sitting here feeding into it, laughing into it, they're gonna keep doing that. That's just what it is. I mean, now, can I tell them to stop and they keep going? Yeah, but they just might. They just might.
He is not the only one that has a community like this. In fact, this seems to be a WL problem. This is a whole side of the internet that has this problem where there is a great amount of hate, a great amount of toxic behavior, a great amount of bigotry, all these different things going on in it. But you want me to believe that the creators have no say-so or no control over all that. That just doesn't fly with me. I get the concept of you can't stop somebody tweeting. Yeah, I get that. Physically, you can't put hands on them. You cannot say, hey, don't do that, and they actually respect it. That's fine. But if this is an environment that it is okay in, it would not happen. Period, point blank. You can't go on car YouTube and see this. You can't go on baking YouTube and see this. This doesn't happen on those sides of the internet because it's not okay over there. And it's been made clear by who? The creator. But Aiden Ross did wake up a point in which a lot of the commentary YouTube creators have talked about on their channels is that it's not just a one-sided thing. We can acknowledge that one side may be worse than the other side. It's the reason why they went to Kick or whatever the case may be, because they wanted to get off some of these negative things without any sort of backlash. But this is an entire WL problem.
I'm not in the mental state to be in front of your niggas. As soon as a nigga of color hop onto the stream, it's straight watermelon and gorillas, nigga. I watch Aiden streams a lot.
Kai, that's everybody's stream. FaZe stream has it. Bro, Kai, Ray will be on stream making monkey noises. I'm sorry, I'm going to stick up for my community, bro. It's every single person on the internet. I'm not going for that, bro. I'm sorry, I'm not going for that, bro. Ray could sit there, do monkey noises, and say crazy shit all the time, but it's cool. But as soon as it's my community or anybody else's community, Cuffin will call me crazy Jew stuff, and I talk to Cuffin back the same fucking way, bro. I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry, bro. Like,
what Aiden Ross is saying here is 100% true. Racism on the internet, misogyny on the internet, homophobia on the internet is something that gets you clicks, likes, and views. It's deemed to be funny because it's edgy. It's deemed to be a cool thing to do. Even if there are going to be people who are against it, there are going to be people that think that a lot of the content is hilarious when Ray gets made fun of for being Asian, or when Kai gets fun of for being black, or Aiden gets being made fun of for being Jewish. I can 100% agree when Aiden Ross says this happens in other streamers' streams, but where they lose me in this conversation is the fact that they act as if there is no responsibility on the people cultivating this environment. Because oftentimes when I see somebody voice their opinion about how these things are affecting them, or how their homeboys are taking it too far, or hell, how literal people in Aiden Ross's camp are doing things that Kai finds disrespectful or racist or whatever the case may be.
Remember what I said and I got banned? Remember what I told Eddie that one day, chat? Thing, Eddie, real quick.
I don't even know who this is. Just want to let y'all know that. I don't even know who this dude is, but Cheezer. Okay. All right.
That's why you don't do business with black people. And this is no offense to any black people. It's in their culture. I respect their culture. Everybody has different cultures. Time tells everything, my heart.
Because I remember when Aiden texted Kai and was like, yo, could you say something about this? This is unfair. How her son get unbanned after one day for saying somebody should be killed, and I didn't get unbanned, and this nigga Kai didn't even reply to Aiden.
See, we know Aiden been on that weird, funny, racial, I guess, racial slur funny shit, you know. But that's just who he is. Like Omizi just said, that's what you're allowing. That's what type of people you're attracting, and that's what you're allowing in your stream, in your chat. So that's what they gonna feel like is cool. You know what I mean? So I mean, I don't blame Casanat for not wanting to, you know, be on his stream and talk to him while he streaming, collab and stuff like that. I don't blame him. I ain't trying to be around that neither. Shit, nigga.
Yo, that was nuts. The only people that tweeted something out was FaZe chat.
Instead of giving the validation in that moment of somebody's feelings about how these racist or negative or whatever type of remarks make them feel, we invalidate them. We sit there and tell them it's the internet, it is what it is, these guys are just playing, etc., etc.
But the people around you don't fuck with me.
Okay.
You picking up what I'm putting out? So I say Aiden.
I do.
On a real life.
He mentioned on the call Cuffham and Cheezer and shit. He did. You know, he's like, Cuffham, I'll see clips of Cuffham and I'll doing this, and Cheezer and this. So like, I get where he's coming from because I've seen clips. I've seen it, and you guys remember that one clip at the warehouse and Cuffham is straight there just pressing about Kai. I mean, like, I know Cuffham trolls and shit like
Never
that.
seen it.
I get it, but from his POV, he doesn't understand. So I get Cuffham's POV. I get Kai's POV, but that's just how Cuffham plays.
At this point, I want people to
Reaction
separate
inception
themselves
is
from
crazy
the
right now.
parasocial relationship that they have with their favorite creator and just take it to any sort of real world relationship. If you are voicing your opinions to a homeboy and you're telling them how you feel about a certain situation and they're telling you, well, that's just how they play, it's not that deep, or it is what it is, what would that do for you, your mental state, and how you feel about said homeboy? And on the flip side of that, if you feel a certain way about something and your homeboy says that it's happening on his side too, if nobody does anything, how can we move move forward and progress and hang out with each other if every time it involves toxicity? If there's toxicity surrounding you and there's toxicity surrounding me, why would we hang out? This seems like the ultimate case of playing too much, not respecting people's boundaries, and picking sides. Kai talked about when there was conversations about Kick and switching over to Kick and how he didn't agree. The way that Aiden Ross, Bruce Dropomoff, and others handled it was ultimately negative and outwardly racist.
Different streaming platforms. Now listen, I'm not knocking nobody's streaming platforms down. W to every streaming platform out there. I actually salute to Kick because them niggas are getting niggas paid. So salute to them. But let's just be real quick. When that shit started going on with Rumble, Twitch, and Kick, it became like a sided thing to where a lot of people in their communities feel like they had to choose a side to wear the stream on. And once they chose that side, shit was just a little weird. And I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna call it out.
That's what they did.
Let's not be real. When that shit started happening, the audience took that as in competition. And that's facts.
Now, everybody in the chat was either spamming, oh, Twitch better, Kick better, all this. Rumble got in some trouble. So, I mean, now everybody going right back to Twitch. So, I feel like it was just for nothing. All the hype.
Nigga, Kick's main motive was to bring down Twitch in any way, shape.
That being said, though, they is getting money on Kick, though. They is getting money on Kick. Yeah, Kick paying out that bread, too.
Possible, and that's salute to them. They were trying to get the marketing in, and they've been successful with that. But it split a lot of individuals up. Exhibit A. Let's stop forgetting what happened, nigga. I got clowned for staying on Twitch. Are y'all niggas forgetting that shit, nigga? I got 3v1 one night for staying on Twitch, where niggas photoshopped me on a plantation with the CEO with a whip, and niggas was laughing at me. For all that to happen, and everybody come back on Twitch.
What's funny about that? Like, why do people think that is acceptable? Why is that okay? Why is that not crazy as hell? Why would I be friends with people who maybe you don't do the exact photoshopping, but sit there and laugh at me getting photoshopped in a plantation with the Kick CEO? That makes no sense. This again points me to the responsibility of the streamer. And now we have to elevate Aiden's position because he wasn't no longer a streamer at the point of Kick's rollout. He became a part of the ownership group. But so as more Twitter posts and Twitter channels and Twitter pages popped up where they were Kick or Kick affiliated, whether it not be a real affiliated Kick account or just one using the name, that started spreading massive rumors around about Kai Cenat, AMP, and anybody else that was on Twitch, like KickChamp, the platform KickChamp. That should have been squashed 100% the fast way. I know they have connections with Elon Musk over at Twitter, or hell, they could have had people mass report. Use your powers for good. You're saying free speech this, free speech that, and that's the purpose of it. That's perfectly fine. But when the free speech starts to affect real life, don't be surprised at how we get here today. And instead of addressing what actually happened in that call, the only thing that I saw was Aiden Ross pivot to a money conversation about how much money they could have gotten streaming on Kick.
I just remember this conversation. I'll never forget this convo I had with Eddie. Eddie says to me, Aiden, I have like $140 million for you, Speed, and Kai. You get this shit done, you guys, 140 M's for you guys for the first year. If this shit works, we'll re-sign you guys. And that's no gambling, by the way. That was no gambling. If someone did the math on that, 140 divided by 3, I don't fucking know what that is.
That didn't address.
I got money, nigga. What are you talking about? I mean, 140 million. Anybody would take that, but I'm just saying. Kai Cenat got money. He is not worried about that, bro.
Slavery, plantation, CEO, Photoshop. That didn't address the communities that are on Twitter, the Twitter pages that are on Twitter saying some vile things, trying to paint Kai Cenat in a bad light. That didn't address any of it. That was just putting the money in the forefront of the conversation. I am so tired of streamers acting as if they cannot disassociate with people who are bad faith actors and that are ultimately ruining not just their own image, but their relationships at this point. It's bigger than just your brand if we are to believe that you actually care about these people and these things. But now we are damaging relationships with good, clean people, as you would say, and siding with people who are ultimately saying negative, vile, racist things, which leads to one of the things that hurt my brain the most. And in real time watching it, I knew for a fact Aiden Ross was way too far gone. Is when Kai Cenat announced the situation with Aiden's manager, the way that it was taken was the most insane way possible.
Word to my mother, I never lie about nothing. Tav called me late at night, 4 a.m., drunk or off something, out his mind. I swear to God, if I'm lying, I'm flying. He calls me, he says, hey bro, Aiden having a birthday party, so you need to be here by tomorrow, bro. We'll send you a jet. We'll make sure everything, we'll send you a jet. We'll make sure you're good. We'll fly you out there, bro, if you can. He calls me at 4 a.m. He wants me to be there the evening of the next day. I tell him, I say, yo, Tav, I don't think I could be able to do it, but I'll let you know, bro. I'll let you know if I'll be able to do it, but most likely it's last minute. I don't think I'll be able to do it. He said, okay. Just let me know, bro. We gonna have the jet. We gonna make sure the jet good for you. Then he gonna tell me, I'm with Aiden right now. He losing millions in this gambling shit. If he keep this up, I'm gonna go with the FaZe guys.
Huh?
Niggas talking about snakes. The closest ones will do the most to you, nigga.
That's your
The nigga gonna say, if he keep this gambling shit up I swear to God on bro, nigga. What am my mother, bro? Tav is a white man, by the way. He proceeds to say, from Nike to McDonald's, but bro, keep it real, bro. Nigga, a chicken Big Mac, nigga? Nigga, a chicken Big Mac, nigga? He on my phone calling me the N-word at 4 a.m. in the fucking morning. You supposed to be a nigga manager and you what's up with you?
Any normal person in this situation when hearing that not only
I would have spazzed. I would have flashed. Nah, I would have definitely hung up right in his face though. For sure.
Is their manager attempting to or planning on snaking them, even if it's in a joking way, and then also hearing that your white manager is calling somebody that you would call your friend, your brother, a nigga as a white man talking to a black man, would take this situation seriously, investigate, and ultimately fire this person and get somebody new. Any normal person would do that. But this is how Aiden responded.
Nigga, a chicken Big Mac, nigga? Nigga, a chicken Big Mac, nigga? He on my phone calling me the N-word at 4 a.m.
He can't even hold his laughter in. He loved the racist jokes. He can't look at him. Look at his face. He can't even hold it in.
Morning. You supposed to be a nigga manager and you what's up with you? The nigga on my phone 4 a.m. calling me about a fucking McDonald's commercial saying nigga. Really? A chicken Big Mac, nigga?
I've never seen the chat move as fast ever in my life. It literally froze.
Holding back laughs. Wouldn't expect more, to be quite honest with you. I really just wouldn't. You can sound off in the comment section about how you feel about Aiden in this situation. And I know that there's going to be the defenders that are saying this is a nervous laugh. He's laughing at the chat. It's not about him calling. This is bad looks at bare minimum from a brother that is voicing their concerns on the internet about somebody that you trusted and is snaking you. And if he said it to Kai in that moment, I'm almost certain of him saying it in real life, and you've been around before. That's why I felt like when Aiden called Tav later on that night, it was very much performative as hell. There was nothing that was really supposed to come out of this besides doing it for the fans, doing it for the community.
Yep. Are you eating a chicken mac?
No.
Dude, what the fuck was that, dude? Did you say that shit?
I don't remember. This is last year, your birthday, after we did your birthday. I don't remember.
All right, yeah, I'm done. Y'all,
if I did, I mean...
Hey, y'all go check out the other video on the channel, man. We gone. Let me know what y'all think. We gone.